and welcome to Update Talk, a podcast that focuses on education. It is Fatima Ibi Sahabi hosting this podcast as usual. Today's episode is on early childhood education, a very interesting topic. Well, in this episode, we will discuss the importance of early childhood education and how it plays a significant role in a child's development. First of all, we need to know what early childhood education is and when it started and when it ends. It is an education and care provided to children between the age of birth and 8 years old. Um, uh, this period is considered to be the most critical phase in a child's development as it sets the foundation for their future growth and success. Research studies have shown that early childhood education has a positive impact on a child's cognitive, social, and emotional development. But let's take a closer look at each of these areas. First of all, I'd like to start with the cognitive development. What is this cognitive development? Is the process by which a child learns to think, reason, and understand the world around them. So, early childhood education programs are designed to promote cognitive development by providing children with a stimulating and supportive learning environment. And so, this is where actually your child will learn to think like if it is positive, positive, if it's negative, negative, then this is a very important one for your child. You need to pay attention in this one because you want your child to be positive. And through early childhood education, children develop their language and communication skills, which are essential for their academic access. Of course, it is. They also learn basic concepts such as numbers, shapes, and colors, which lay the groundwork for their future mathematical understanding. And early childhood education programs also encourage problem solving and critical thinking skills, which are essential. This is very, very, very important for success in all areas. There is no specific area that you can say problem solving would not be, would not work in that area. Like everywhere, your daily interactions, your working place, your school, everywhere you need to have problem solving and thinking skills. Yeah. Um, uh, the other one I've mentioned earlier is social development. Let's take this one. Social development is the process by which a child learns to interact with others and navigate social situation. You know, early childhood education programs encourage social development by providing children with opportunities to engage in play and interact with their peers. So you just need to know like what kind of people, what kind of peers your children are interacting with. But this is very essential because I believe that that's the stage where they can get to know that, yeah, this is how this one behave and this is how this one behave. Like you can imagine sometimes like even you that you're not a grown up a person. Sometimes you might say that since you were young, this guy or this girl is like this, since childhood that's how they were. But they can change, I believe. Through this interaction, children learn important social skills such as sharing, taking turns, and cooperating with others. They also develop a sense of empathy and understanding for others, which is critical for building healthy relationships throughout their lives. Like I've come across one example. When a video on TikTok, I have seen a Japanese elementary school. They're teaching children like they make a certain like in a bus. So people are sitting. It's just like a bus. So this boy came acting like an old man, and so the other boy stand and give him sit to sit down because he's an old man. Likewise, other girl come holding a toy like she's holding a baby, like a mother, a mother of a newborn baby. And then this girl also stand and give her seat. And then other girl come acting like a pregnant woman, and then the other guy stand and give us like, you see, they are developing this kind of skills that are very, very, very important when it comes to interaction with people. You know, this is really good. I love this. I wish like this could be implemented in every school curriculum. I really love this one. And early childhood education programs also help children develop a sense of self-esteem and self-confidence, which can positively impact their mental health and well-being. Um, uh, and the third one I've made a mention is emotional development. This is very important. Emotional development is the process by which a child learns to regulate their emotions and express them appropriately. Early childhood education programs promote emotional development by providing children with a safe and supportive environment that encourages self-expression and emotional, um, uh, exploration. Yep, I I came across this saying on social media. They said, "Your emotions are the slaves to your thoughts, and you are the slave to your emotions. What worries you masters you." So if you teach your child to control their emotions and express them appropriately, you've taught them everything. Because they cannot react on everything, they really know how to regulate their temper. And it's very good. You know, through early childhood education, children learn to identify and manage their emotions, which help them to develop a sense of self-awareness and self-control. They also learn to express their emotions in a healthy and appropriate way, as I've said, which can positively impact their social relationship and mental health. Someone might ask, how can a parent ensure their child receives high quality early childhood education? Well, parents can take several steps to ensure their child receives high quality education. I mean, high quality early childhood education, because this is what we're talking about. First of all, you need to make a research. This research could be asking people around you or researching places around the place you're living if there's any early childhood education programs that you can take your child to. And you need to visit the program first, I mean, second, after making the research. Because you cannot just take your child without observing the place. You need to observe the environment, their curriculum, the teaching practice. You just need to observe everything. And the third thing you do is check accreditation. Parents can look for early childhood education programs that are accredited by a national or state organization. I really recommend this. And the fourth one is consider teachers' qualification. Parents can ask about the qualification of the program's teachers, including their education, training, and experience working with young children. Yeah, it's your right. You can ask about that because to know the people that will be taking care of your child, to know how expert they are, and yeah. And the fifth one is look for a play-based approach. Play-based approach learning is a proven approach to early childhood education that emphasizes hands-on, you know, exploration and experiential learning. Parents can look for early childhood education programs that prioritize play-based learning. So your children can get to explore many things. And the sixth one is consider the environment. Yes, consider the safety, um, cleanness, and like everything about the environment. You just need to know that yes, your child is safe in this place. And the seventh one is to stay involved. You need to be communicating regularly with the child's teacher, volunteering in the classroom, supporting the child's learning and develop at and yes, supporting your child's learning and development at home. You know, some people still doesn't have access to all of these things. So someone might ask, what are some ways maybe that they can support their children's learning and development at home? Well, I got you. There are many ways parents can support their child's learning and development at home. Here are some ideas. Yeah, just some that I just draft. Number one is to read together. This is how you can get to know. I mean, yeah. Okay, let's just put it this way. This is how you can make your child to read very well, pronounce very well, and you can even ask them questions and things like that. So reading together with your child would really help in their, you know, learning and development. And the second one is encourage play. Well, play is a critical component kid of early childhood development. Encourage your child to engage in open-ended play such as building with blocks, pretending, or exploring the outdoors. But in this case, I really recommend that you put eye on this one because you really need to know what kind of play that your child is involved into, because in many cases they might get to injure themselves without your knowledge. So we really need to be careful on this one, even though they are that I mean the things they were playing with are not really hard, but you just need to pay attention on this one. Also provide opportunity for exploration, like provide materials that encourage exploration and um uh, such as water, sand, anything that they feel like they want to play with, or you feel like it can help them in one way or the other. Just provide them and show them how to use it appropriate. And the fourth one is foster curiosity. I've said this earlier. Encourage your child's natural curiosity by asking open-ended questions and providing opportunities for them to explore topics that they are interested in. And the fifth one is model positive behavior. Your children copy what you're doing. Sometimes you don't need to tell them do this or do that because they've already seen you doing that. I can clearly recall there's this thing that had happened. I think it's in Nigeria, but this thing has been going around Nigeria that